Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f off.
Well, I've just been given full permission from Jag to remove that. Well, I'm going to use this nitro morse paint remover, paint and varnish and lacquer remover. First, the most expensive tape on the planet that's supposed to have paint block technology, so nothing will seal and nothing will get through the seal. Without paint block, with. Just before we start though, mate, that wee dot there, that's a wee chip in the paint. Like, you gave me it like that. I can tape off the whole area so I could remove that dot of paint at the same time as removing this. It's a bit of a patchy tape job because it's the curve on this thing, rather than take off that whole area of paint. I'll just take off this wee section. Nitro morse, eh? You're supposed to pour it into a suitable container, which is usually that. But this is my suitable container. Fucking had a paintbrush for this, where is it? Right, I couldn't find the paintbrush I brought out. But I've got one of those stupid kids paintbrushes, which is probably ideal. Make sure that I don't fucking drip it anywhere. Dab, 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 dab. Usually it's the green nitro morse that I get. It's like a jelly, a green jelly kind of thing. This one seems to be a lot runnier, the yellow packet. You can see it's working now. Did you see that? Like, that changed colour instantly. Like, I'm going to give this a couple of coats. I want it at least a millimetre thick. Keep an eye on it, make sure it's not running down the sides, eh? Taking the paint off. I'm going to wait 5. Oh, you can see already that the paint's blistering. Look. You see that? Right, so we'll wait 5 to 10 minutes and then we're going to add a second coat. I should have time-lapsed this, put it on a time-lapse, because it seems to be working perfect, mate. That paint's bubbling up very nicely, but it looks like we will still have a wee bulb there. But I'll sand it, man. I'll sand it. That's been 6 minutes, nearly 7. I'm going to apply the second coat now. Hop, hop this way, hop, hop that way, hop, hop this way, my oh my. Tap, 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 tap. Just a dab will do ya. Oh, that's coming off nice, mate, actually. I think because we don't want to drop that. I think just this little second coat. But as you can see, mate, you definitely do have a bulb. I've got through to the wood, and you see like the lumps under the tape there. Applying that second coat made the nitro morse go under the tape. So this tape, oh, I want my money back, man. Anyway, I'm not waiting 40 minutes. I think that's good enough to go. I'm just away to clean that off of there, remove the tape and see what it looks like. It looks like I'm going to need a sanding job, mate, because that bubbled up paint under the tape there, you can see it is like. The nitro morse is coming out it. Right, I'm going to get that off of there right now. Right, wee scraper. No point in even trying to scrape this thing because right, let's just do it. What I want first is some of that, because I don't want any what dripping, pouring anywhere. Ah, look at that, man. Look at that. So I've got no choice but to remove the bubbled skin, the bubbled paint. I'm gonna try and get as smooth as line as I possibly can, mate. Don't worry about this. You might be watching this video right now panicking. Don't worry about it, mate. All under control. So it looks like I will be sanding off the whole area. You get me? They didn't have an undercoat on this paint, they just slapped the cream stuff on there straight away. Right, so what I'm going to do, mate, is now get the... Wait a minute, so it's kind of blistered under there and through the cracks of the... It looks huge, eh? It's not even as big as my fingernail. Yeah, so I'm just going to get the Dremel out and I'm going to sand off that bit. I probably should have did that to start off with, but I thought the thing was going to work. The green nitromorphs would never have done that. The stuff's too thick to even go through anything. Anyway, I need to sand off the bulb anyway, so I might as well sand. Right, mate, I have a craft knife with a fresh blade. I want to see what I can do with this paint. Maybe just cut it all. I'll cut it into sections. It looks like I can. You know what I mean? As I'm thinking, like, maybe just there. What an absolute joke! Now see that? Oh, I thought that was a chip there. It wasn't it? Right. See, I've got this to try and get rid of the paint here, but I also have this wee rotary tool. I'm going to use this now because I'm going to use this to get rid of it. Let me worry about it. There's an aeroplane overhead. Every time you hear an aeroplane overhead, I always think of Pink Floyd. Daddy's flown across the ocean. There we go. All that way just to pick up a chicken, eh? That's all evidence of rocket ships gone. And now that we've got a nice fresh piece of wood there, I'm going to burn on it again, but this time I'm not going to put a willy. I just want to tidy up that wee bit there because that's going to annoy me, even though I'm never going to see it because Jad will take this home, but I'll know that that wee bit of paint isn't quite right. Penciled out a wee thing. Hopefully there's enough space on here. I was going to draw around a little 5p piece, but the 5p piece is still too big to go in. That's how small this wee area is. It might look big on the camera, but yeah, this is actually a design that Jag come up with himself and just tweaked it a little bit. Right, dude, here goes something. Doesn't want to let me burn through that bottom bit, but I think it still looks pretty cool. It might actually suit it. I'm taking my fucking time with this, mate. Right, dude, let's get rid of this tape. We don't need the tape on anymore. We didn't need the tape on, well, I suppose when I was playing with the burner I did. Just in case I had a wee slip. Because it is me. Right boy, for this distance it looks like it's meant to be there, eh? Like, yeah, like that's a deliberate part of it. You bought it like this, mate, that's what I'm trying to say. And there you go. I could not get into, see there, like there's a, I don't know if that's a glue line or something, but the burner, you fucker. Yeah, the burner refused to go through that wee curved bit. But I like it, man, it's pretty cool. Now I'm going away to send you, Jag, a photo of this, because if you watch the video first before you see the finished outcome, you're going to have a fucking heart attack. Ah, should I just no send you a photo? Because that would be funny, eh? You'd be fucking, as soon as you see the night remorse bubbling up bits, it shouldn't be like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Calling me an arsehole. So now we've got your wee logo thing. This needs to now be a pendant. I know, you've probably been saying that to the camera screen. What, the camera screen, the telly screen, the phone screen, whatever screen you're watching it on. Where's the fucking pendant? Mate, the pendant's coming. That's the design now. Just need to make it bigger, look. It's fucking the size of my thumbnail, man. Happy days. Right, I've just sent Jag a photo of this, because he will have a heart attack if he watches the video without seeing the final outcome first. Last thing I'm going to do though, wee bit of Danish oil. Paint it on there. Cool, 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 cool. Cool for school. There we go. Yeah, that's going to give you a nice wee colour to it as well, mate. Make that wood pop. And it'll help protect the logo on there as well, which is what we want, is it? We want this not to stay there forever now. Job done, mate. You could swear at me in the comments.